Yo, what's going on, guys? Jared here. Good to be able to actually talk to you again. So, if those of you who are wondering where I've been, because I have not uploaded in about 3 to 4 weeks, I think at this point. I've been making community posts and on Twitter a little bit, just to kind of explaining what happened. But just very quickly, briefly, I had surgery for my bottom two wisdom teeth 3 4 weeks ago, and during my recovery of surgery, literally waking up after the anesthesia. I actually woke up with bronchitis. So I was recovering from my surgery. That actually went very quickly, about like a week and a half. That was already kind of done with. But the bronchitis lasted about 3 to 4 weeks now. And I am still getting over it. It's just I can finally talk now without, wheezing and dying out of nowhere. So it's very, nice to be able to do this again. So expect more videos again, because now I can finally make them. So that is kind of where I've been. But in the sad note of what I guess I've missed from all of the things that are happening with Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, I feel like I haven't missed a lot. I've just all, obviously I've been keeping up with the game and the YCSs and the events and the, developments of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm trying to keep up for the, the NAWCQ. And nothing's changed. It's still Snake Eye. Snake Eye is, and the deck lists look exactly the same still. It's been 4 weeks of recovery, and the game is like exactly the same. There's like no difference. So I just thought that was funny. So to say the game has been a bit of a stagnant point right now is very, very true to say the least. But for future videos that are going to be coming up, I plan on making stuff that is going to be relevant for the NAWCQ. I think going over strategies and decks such as Fiendsmith, maybe Ritual Beast, Infernoid, and things of that nature that are going to be legal for the event, and talking about them so that you are familiar with them, as long as helping myself get familiar with them at a more personal level, I think could be very, very helpful for both myself and you, the audience, if you are planning on competing or learning about the cards coming out of the new Battles of Legend or Infinite Forbidden, the next set. So those are what I plan for my next videos to be on. If you guys are interested in those, please leave a comment down below to let me know, because I think that's very good for everyone in the community to learn up more and more of these new archetypes coming out, because Infinite Forbidden comes out the day of the NAWCQ, and Battles of Legend, we have a couple weeks with it before the actual event itself, so we get to do a lot of testing. But all of the testing that is happening now kind of doesn't matter, because it's all going to be for that event, so all testing is pretty much going towards that event. So I think it's rather important that we start going over reading these cards and understanding what they do, their interactions, and deck building now, as opposed to later. But the problem is, as of now, it's still Snake Eye. Snake Eye is still, sadly, just the best version of everything. If you want to play a Fiendsmith deck, you are better off just playing a Fiendsmith Snake Eye deck. If you want to play the Millennium cards, which are good in a vacuum, then they are not good in a vacuum compared to Snake Eye. Everything is just not as good as compared to Snake Eye. And considering the fact that the Snake Eye deck lists haven't changed in the past couple weeks, that's kind of a downside, because there is just boring. It's boring, boring, boring. Nothing is changing. It's just kind of like it feels solved at this point, and it's just not fun to say the least. But like I said, learning the new stuff, because eventually there will be a ban list, and eventually we will be past Snake Eyes, just like we did with Tearlaments, just like we did with Zoo, just like we did with every other Tier 0 deck. We have to know the other decks that are going to be past Snake Eye after a certain point, and we do not know when we're going to get a ban list, because Konami does not tell us when we get a ban list, so we don't know if it's going to be before Nationals or after our NAWCQ. So, I mean, I can hope for before, because it'll make it at least fresh and exciting in the format not solved. But, we have to wait and see. We still have about a month or 2 months to that event, so yeah. So that is pretty much what has been going on with me. That is what I plan on making in the future, leading up to the NAWCQ, and my kind of current thoughts on the game right now. That is pretty much what I'm going to go over in this video. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to go nuts and drag it out for any more longer than I need to be. But again, if you guys have any ideas of stuff that you want to see specifically in regard to the NAWCQ, let me know in comments below again. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys were good without me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next videos. All right, bye guys.